from this to this. Okay, so we got some dematting to do here before going to the bath. So what happened? What's your story? What is your story, Bubba? So this boy has seen better days for sure. So I'm going to start by trying to get rid of some of the mats before putting him in the bath. He's fine over here. There was a time where maybe 6 months ago, I think, maybe, I'm not sure. But I ended up having to shave his neck because he was so matted. So this is a Coton de Tulear, and I've been grooming him for his whole life. He's an older pup now. He's probably around 10. So he's just a bath and a brush, and I just like snip around his little toesies. And I have Jackson, with me today also. And Jackson, same thing. He's going to be just a bath and a brush. Look at this, guys. Oh, I would so love to put scissors in him. He's had long hair his whole life. Been grooming him every 4 or 5 weeks. I'm going to try to get some product in there, maybe some dematting spray. We'll get a little spray in there. Try to see if that's going to work a bit. Yeah, so he gets to go in the tub for a nice wash. And there's some of these mats, guys, these knots that I am going to be cutting. I'm not going to have him sit here and demat everything. Just areas where I don't want to really cut, where it could show too much, And he wears a diaper. Just the diaper can rub on his hair, and that can cause some knots there. Okay, so he has seen better days. He's got poopies there, back there. A little bit of rubbing that happened here with his diaper again. And he'd be in need of a good haircut, actually. Mom just prefers having long hair. He just looks so awesome once he's all done. The fact that we had to cut some hair out, though, there's like spots missing, and it is what it is. Okay, let's see what's going on in the front here. Sides, he's good to go, except for the top. He's got some back here. In the back of his ears, he has mats there. I'm going to cut that out. I'll cut it with just these straights here, and I'm going in, and I'm following the length. I'm not cutting in like that. I'm just going to follow the length and just like slit slices to see if we can save some of this hair here. Give it a tap and brush. Sometimes it comes out easy. I'll know more once I've washed and see how that reacts. See how I got a whole bunch off? And on the top here, there's a huge one. Hang on. Over here, he has this little thing going on. What are you doing? You trying to take a pee on my plants? Lucky he's wearing a diaper. So instead of just cutting in here like this, and guys, if you're to cut anything like that, if you pull up, you see the skin comes up like that, you don't want to be cutting like that because you might end up cutting the skin. So if you're just going in the same direction as and sometimes you don't even need to snip, you just use the blade itself. If it's sharp enough, I guess. So cutting in like that just kind of helps open up that mat. He is so used to the brushing. I mean, his mom brushes him all the time. Except like she said if I understood well, she hasn't brushed him in over a week. And usually he's brushed daily. So here I'm making the decision to just use my thinners. Using thinners, it won't show as much. And the knot is up top, so I'm just chipping away. Snipping away more or less. All right, you ready to go to the bath, hon? I know I'm ready. We'll get more of these out. That I'm cutting straight. I'm just cutting. I got my finger there. Okay, that I'm cutting. All right, let's go to the bath. Oh, there's a strong urine odor here. Whew, that's from wearing the diaper. He's got some all over his hair. I'd advise not to rub round and round when it comes to these longer haired pups. Already there's a lot of brushing to do, so you can just get that soap in the bottom, right at the skin. He's crouching down. Shampoo number 2. All right, so that is one clean pop. Look at how nice and white that hair is. Okay, come here, hon. We're gonna spray a little bit of spray, conditioning spray on you. You wanna shake it off? Shake it? No? I'm gonna try to get that down in there. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Fun stuff. Yeah, so I like to put this conditioning spray because it really helps with the brushing. I use a wet brush to start them off. All of this, guys, look at that. It's just like, it's not completely matted. It's just like, see how it, let's get in closer here. See how it does come apart. It's not matted yet. So we're gonna work on getting that done. And just cover his eyes here and nose, or put some on my hand. I gotta get a little bit there. There's a little bit of matte there, behind your ear. Can we do the other side? Can you show me the other side? Thank you. See this? There's like a cotton ball there. Yeah, there's a reason why they call them cottons. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my wet brush here. This one, this does not scratch. So we're gonna be brushing, oh yeah, and it's a nice itch on my arm. Oh. Starting at the tip here. We're just gonna tap and pull up in a way, starting at the tip, because that's where you can pick up some looser ends and help that knot, let the detangling begin. If you start straight at the base here of the coat, that's not gonna work. See, it's not gonna work. You can do that just to get the knot moving forward and then grab everything else and then start at the tip and then work your way through it. See how it worked? All it is tapping and pulling. You don't want to just jump in and start yanking that out. And you want to go section by section. The dryer will help to get some of these tangles out. He's got a lot of tangles. And then I will clean out his ears and eyes, be sure that's okay. See, this is all fine. And I'm just gonna wipe some of that up. It's just that as soon as you start brushing and combing, it gets really wet. Like all the water tends to kind of bundle up together and then you got drips going on everywhere. See, this is not too bad. Look at this neck here. Let's see what's going on in there. Start at the tip. See how I'm just using also the edge, the front part here. Yeah, I'm kind of holding the knot and just playing around in there just to get some detangling going. I'm not just grabbing and pulling and grabbing and pulling. You gotta kind of wiggle yourself around in there. You can do some ripping. Speaking of ripping, you can do a lot of the ripping here. See how that rips? I'm gonna show you closer. Look here. You just rip it apart. See here, there's a lot. That's a mat. That is a mat, actually. You can try to do a little bit of the ripping. You know, you just pull a little, and then you pull in different areas of the mat. See how there. See? That really helped. You can either just come in and you can put some more detangler if you want. What's your friend doing over there? Let's back this up. See? See, that's all gone. That's gone. All right, we're gonna turn him around. I'm gonna give him a break from being brushed in the front here. All that water's going down. So gravity, bringing that water down. Getting it all over his feet. He's got wet feet. All right, we turn you around a bit. See the back end? Let's see what's going on back here. Let's look at your tail. Sometimes mats are so tight you can't rip anything. So you just gotta see like this. There's no use to trying to get that. There's no use to doing that. Come in, you know, give it a few snips here and there, up and down. It'll just slide out. It doesn't really show. It'll show if you do it like all the time, in the sense that eventually he won't have much hair there. But see, not that bad. So as I said, the dryer is going to also help for some detangling. But I have to do this before drying him. I did a little before getting him in the tub, a little now, and do a little on this side. Back up, back up. He's all wet. Thought I'd show you guys this here. He's full of mats on his ear. See this? Put a little spray and see if I can work this. Getting that product in there helps. It helps the hair slide. See how it, I'm just rubbing and kind of pulling lightly, not hurting the dog. Just getting it a light pull. See how that comes along. Yeah. Can you turn? I'm gonna brush a little of that, and his other, when I dry his head, I'll dry it with that small dryer, so a smaller dryer, and it's got a brush on it. So as you see, it's not completely dematted. This dog is very tolerant with the brushing. It doesn't, you know, I've been brushing a little bit, but I'm gonna jump right in with the dryer. But just working this, he's pulling his head down. Just working the mat, the tangle, just pulling and ripping it apart like that. I'm gonna add a little more of this here. And I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna lightly tap and pull up, away. There, okay, better than nothing. All right, I'm gonna be cutting more of this out. With scissors also, guys, definitely. Here, put this on top. We're gonna let the product sink in. Tie this, and I'm just gonna clean his ears. His eyes are fine. I thought I had to clean his eyes. His eyes are fine, and I gotta check his poopy area. I'm gonna go in and clean that ear, although the ear is very, very nice. 2 rounds here. I'll wet both of them with the product. I'll take one of them. Let's get into the ear here and see what's going on. Let's get in there closer. Okay, so he has a little bit of hair. Let's see. I'm just gonna turn. Wait, let me turn. Just a little bit. Oh, it's a shaver. I'm just shaving some of that hair out instead of pulling. Wait. Okay, I got some off. Thank you, sir. All right, so I'm gonna just clean that ear. He's being a bugger. I got some out, so it's not full. If his ear was full of this stuff, this hair, you know, see, he has enough space in there to breathe, so. For his ear to breathe, we're gonna throw that one out. We're gonna grab a new clean one, turn him around. I'm gonna grab a clean shaver here too. It probably won't let me do it again. Grabbing a little bit of that hair. What are you doing? Don't pull. Well, I got more out here. So I'm gonna disinfect that later. And now we're gonna dry you. So I'm just going to go around, assess. Let's start in the back. I'm gonna start in the back? Let's start in the back. Okay. So we're gonna just tap and pull up and away, as I've shown you guys before. Wherever there are like knots that are just too much, because I know there's some here, I'm just going to cut that out. I'm just kind of looking at the base of the skin to see where there are any knots. I think he's not bad here. You know, see how it's jamming there? You can either come in and pick this way, that helps also, but you just want to just tap and pick at it. If it's a bigger knot like this, you don't want to pick at that, okay? See this? You just want to cut that. And that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna cut that. There you go, gone. So gone, you're so gone. So he's not bad. This whole leg on the side here is okay. Oops. And when it snags, you want to just toss the hair over and go have a look at it. See what kind of knot it is. If it's a knot that you can hold and work a bit, and it's gone within just a few passes with the brush, then fine. He's got a few like that. See, that's fine. I'll brush that. But I think there's some in here. See, there's a little there. And I'm holding that skin. See this here? Something weird going on over here. Little loop-de-loop. I'm always watching for the skin, watching that, you know, like I told you guys a while ago not to pull and cut, but I've been doing this for a while and I know to keep my eye out for that. If possible, you go like between your fingers. So a lot of this I'm going to cut. And they don't like being brushed in this area. See, this is so close to the skin. I'm just going to come in here. The skin's right here. Okay? So I'm going to come further away. All right. Oh, I think there was something here that I missed. Did I miss that? Oh, it's back here. That's why. Whoops. Sorry about that. So back here. Guys, I have been dying to give this dog a cut. I just feel that he'd be so much freer without all this hair. I told my client, I'm not, if she wants to have a dog with long hair like this, fine. But I'm only gonna do a certain amount of brushing and the rest is all cutting. So, let's see what's going on over here. Just grabbing the tip of the hair here lightly. We're going lightly to start with, to get to the base of the coat. There are a few knots here too that I noticed, this little mini knots like that. And I just find that he would look so much better if he had a cut. In the last year, she hasn't been brushing her dog as much. I think she has a lot on her plate. You know, sometimes when, you know, that's her husband had passed away a few years ago, and since then she's changed. And you know, life changes. And you know, these dogs, we get them when they're puppies, and then, I mean, 15 years go by and we're not the same person we were when we just got our dog, you know. Situations change a lot in 15 years, you know. Our values also. Just a lot of stuff changes in 15 years. I mean, I had 3 pups, and I have no idea how I had the energy to have those 3 dogs. Now I have 2, a new one from a few months back, because 2 of my other pups passed away last year, and I still have that other baby too. I call him a baby, but he's not a baby anymore. He's 14, and he's a grumpy old man now. I'm a little grumpy old man. That's what I call him, grumpy old man. These little nuts come out easy, see? So that's fine. Nice tail. Do the same thing on this side, honey. Come around and give him a little wiggle room here. All right, we'll start at the base. See what's going on his foot. Now we got to be careful with these slicker brushes. They scratch. See, I'm just floating. I'm not touching the base of his skin. I'm floating above the skin. Now I'm tapping a little further down. And I'm noticing this hair. My brushing arm's going to be tired at the end of this. And to have his brother to groom too, so. Okay, on the side here, it's going to have some more knots there. See, I definitely don't want to brush that. I'm watching to see where that skin is, guys. And actually, I'm just going to come in with these small ones here and just give it one snip. The more snips you do, the bigger the chance cutting the dog. Got to be careful. Okay, there's a mat right here, right there. There's a whole bunch here, guys. So I'm just going to, this one I can brush. I know I can brush that one. One I can brush. This one I will not brush. Look at this huge mat here. Getting rid of that. Back here, I'm gonna get rid of that. This is just like a chop job, guys, seriously. Client doesn't want me to give the dog a cut. She just wants me to wash him and brush him and get rid of the knots. And the deal is, I cut. Oh, that's gotta go. What I call a chop job. Yeah, my chop job. Oh boy. Chop job. Your comb is your best friend. You're playing hide and seek with those knots. It's your best friend. All right, guys, so I did his nails. I did his eyes too, and his little feet down there. Make some nice round feet. And did his belly also. And I'm not cutting anything else. She doesn't want me to cut anything else, so that's it for this one. So I'm going to groom the second dog now.
Hey there, pet parents and grooming gurus. If you enjoyed my tail-wagging transformations and want more tips to keep your furry friends looking fabulous, just hit that subscribe button. Remember, every click helps spread the love and lathers of grooming joy. Subscribe now and let's embark on this fluffy journey together.